You may not know this, but Huawei is actually the third largest smartphone seller behind Apple and Samsung. This is their new flagship, the Huawei Ascend P7 smartphone. To those of you who have had an iPhone before, the design of the Ascend P7 may seem kind of similar. As you can see, it has the same thin bezel along the sides, and even when you turn it on the edges, it has the same aluminum band. So this aluminum band also has the highlighted edges and the tiny inset over here. As you can see along the sides, there's the volume rocker and the power button. There's also the slot for the SIM card and for the micro SD card. The back of the device is actually made of glass, and it's a 7-layer construction that Huawei made, and it has kind of a cool effect when you move it in the light. The only downside of the glass back is that when you put it on a table, sometimes it can slide right off. There's a 13 megapixel on the back of the Ascend P7, which takes some pretty good photos, especially in nice daylight. Huawei also says that it takes good photos in low light, and we found that that is true during our tests. Around on the front of the device, there's also an 8 megapixel camera, which is a very high resolution for a smartphone. Huawei is marketing this as like the ultimate selfie camera, and you can also do group shots with yourself in them with the panoramic groupie option. Huawei gave the Ascend P7 a full HD display. As you can see, it has pretty nice colors. So it's a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels. So it also has a pixel density of 445 ppi, which is pretty decent even though it's not a Quad HD like some of the other high-end smartphones are right now. The Ascend P7 is actually running Android, but it has Huawei's Emotion UI on top of it. So as you can see, it looks kind of different from other kinds of Android, and it doesn't have your traditional app drawer, so you just flip through all the notifications on the different home screens like you would on iOS 7. It also has different themes that you can choose from. So you can have Balance, which has like a different kind of look, and the notifications change, and the way the app's icons look is different as well. They have several different ones that you can choose from. The Ascend P7 is actually running Huawei's own processor. It's clocked in at 1.8 gigahertz. The phone also has 2 gigabytes of RAM, which helps keep things going. The P7 actually has 16 gigabytes of storage built in, but it also has a micro SD card slot, so you can add memory to it as you go, which is really good if you like to have a lot of apps and pictures and things on your phone. The battery life on this phone is sometimes a little iffy unless you customize your settings. So if you go into the Settings app and then go to Power Saving, and over here you can decide which power plan you want to use. The best one for this phone is Smart because it ends up saving the battery life and maximizing what you have. You can also look at the apps that you have running in the background and decide which ones you want to turn on and off so as to save more battery.